What's
Yo, WavyOcho, I'm gonna react to why IShowSpeed is the smartest streamer. You about to see what's the reason why he is the smartest streamer though.
up, y'all? I show
Speed is one of the biggest streamers in the USA right now.
That's a fact.
arguably the biggest, one of the biggest in the world. And I think not enough people give credit for this guy for making such strategic, smart moves.
And this nigga's mad young, bro. He's mad young. I think he's what, 18 now? He's mad young, bro. He started mad young, bro.
Or whoever's on his team.
That many others have decided to just leave up in the air. So recently, he's been in India for, I think, the past week or so. I've seen clips and stuff. I don't necessarily watch his actual stream. I just go see the views, and this guy's, oh my god, this guy's frying the views. He's just getting so much. People were hating on him when he was first blowing up. They're like, oh, this guy's just, he also was doing a lot of sus stuff. I was not messing
And
with
that's a
that.
fact, bro. He was doing mad mook shit too, along with Aiden Ross and all that shit. They was doing mad, they was doing mad mook shit. I ain't gonna lie.
This isn't about that.
And he ain't, he's not on that side of the color spectrum. So, we can't completely throw him under the bus. So Speed is recently in India for a major event, which is, I think it was like the Cricket World Cup or the Cricket Final, some match between Pakistan and India, or Pakistan and India. It's very huge, the biggest sport in that country. It's a huge event. Tens of millions probably are watching. If not, maybe over 100 million are probably watching that one event. I don't know where he got this affinity for it, but now he's been out in India. He's definitely become a star in India just from this event. He's the only guy televising it that's a streamer from the West. So, and he's funny and he's getting along with everybody. He's just a likable guy overall. It's really hard to dislike the guy. Now, there's other people where I could be like, oh man, I see you think this guy's annoying or whatever. Speed, I can't, I like the guy, man. Now, he initially blew up. People were saying, man, he was just yelling at the camera. And there's this genre that some people will say where it's just these guys jumping, screaming, yelling at the camera, running around their room, and that's why they got.
I mean, you have to entertain your fans. You feel me? Like. You gotta entertain your fans. That's what you feel like he had to do. I mean, that's what you feel like he had to. I mean, that's like that's how you feel like you want to do to like gain audience. That's you. You could do that. You feel me? That works. And what Speed did, it worked. It helped him in the long run. He's biggest streamer on you on the tube right now.
And there are several
People that are very lit that did do this exact thing. I think Speed, there's like this innocence factor. Like he was 16 when he blew up several years ago. There's this innocence factor to this guy in his room, 16 years old, just doing crazy stuff. He's also kind of like a Dr. Doofenshmirtz type when he's putting all these firecrackers in his house. Like he's just trying to entertain by any means possible.
Yeah.
He went to that one Sidemen game, and I think his affinity or his interest in football or soccer is what helped him broaden his audience. So people like Aiden, you would say,
yo, bro, why he twerking?
Aiden may be bigger than
Speed, or who else? Kai, right? Kai is bigger than Speed. I have respect for Kai. I think he is so dedicated to entertaining that he's going to lap all of these people because a lot of them are lazy or get lazy once they make a lot of money. And I think he doesn't really care about money like that. Like, he just wants to keep on winning and innovating. But there's a limiting factor to that internationally. I think Speed is the most international streamer from the USA right now. I think if Kai and Speed were in some other country, Kai would get recognized significantly less than Speed. Aiden in the same way. And a lot of this is because of one of the biggest events, the biggest event in the world when it happens, the World Cup. So a lot of YouTubers, people that are involved in content, they went to the World Cup, but American streamers largely didn't. And Speed was already a big fan of Ronaldo. He liked watching football, soccer. So he was showing him love. He made a song for the World Cup. He made a song for Ronaldo. I think that World Cup song is at over 100 million. So keep in mind, billions of people are watching the World Cup. Their eyes are on it. He's one of the hottest streamers. He's making videos about it. He's out there live streaming the World Cup every single day. And people IRL stream now a lot, but Speed really took IRL streaming as one of the biggest streamers and did it somewhere else at a massive event. So he's streaming his whole experience in Qatar in the World Cup, his views are going up, the clips are booming. He has these moments, like some people, he has this moment with this Asian guy and people kind of came at him. That was just like in good jest and good fun. So he's blowing up like crazy from that. All of these international fans start raising his stock, raising his viewer count. And what does he do? He decides to keep doubling down and going to all of these events. And this is the thing where I wouldn't say lazy. A lot of streamers don't travel internationally for big events. So for example, people say, yeah, but you know, Kai went to Japan and he had this whole thing going on in Japan. He went to Disneyland in Japan. Yes, that was cool. Also, that like little mini movie that he made was really cool, and there was this nice story where he meets a guy there and he becomes friends with him, and then he invites him back to the US and they go to a concert together, and that guy's like, man, this is one of the greatest experiences of my life. That's a wholesome and great moment, but is it expanding his audience outside of who already watches him, which is kind of the Western market, largely the USA, I would say, for Kai Cenat. So it's different from, let's say, Kai Cenat goes when the Japanese World Championship event is going on and it's the biggest.
I ain't gonna lie, Japan seemed like a nice place though. One day I would like to go to Japan. You know, one day I would like to travel the world. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie.
Event in Japan. And
He's the only massive streamer.
I never traveled outside the world, outside the U.S.
the US, that's
Going there and documenting it and interacting with people. Because then people are like, yo, who's this really lit guy from America that's covering this Japanese event that we're all watching? And that's when the accumulation of those fans starts to begin. And I think we're going to see a lot more of Speed doing this. I think it's a brilliant move by him. I don't know if it's his team or him. I think it's genuine interest, and then maybe they urge him and they're like, yo, you should go do this, or you should go to this country. This event is happening. And the more collaborations and the more Speed continues to go to these really, really big events in different countries, the more collaborations he's going to do with the biggest streamers in those countries, and he's just going to be arguably the biggest streamer in the world. So I think the biggest streamer in the world will be a English speaker, just because it's so widely spoken or widely understood. It's the second language of most countries. It's the language of commerce. So I think he can be, but he has to integrate and mesh well with these other audiences by appealing to their interests, which are overlapping with his interests. He's actually interested in cricket. He was playing with these guys out in the street. He's actually interested in soccer. Now, does this necessarily benefit him monetarily speaking? I don't think so, especially if you just take into consideration stats and ad revenue and all that stuff. Being in India, it's not going to make him much money, but the content is going to appeal to people in the US because they're going to be like, yo, this guy's, we've never seen this place. A lot of people, they've never seen what it's like, and we've never seen our guy interacting with them. So it's good content in general. I do want to see more of the international expansion of live.
Nah, I can't be with snakes, bro. Hell no, I can't. Nah.
streaming because there are
Some huge live
Them shits bite. I don't trust snakes.
streamers from other countries.
Spain. I think they have a couple of really, really big live streamers. And seeing these people come to America and collaborate with the biggest streamers we have, these would be huge crossovers. I think it would be great for their industry. And overall, everyone wins. And I think more opportunities will come out of it. So that's one thing. I think people, yeah, they knock Speed too much and they think he's just like some clown that's just...
Why he looking like that? Why he looking at KSI like that? Look at his lips, bro. What's up with you, bro?
You know,
That's just jumping around and just being funny and entertaining in front of the camera. But he's pursuing genuine interest and he's doing what a lot of streamers who are lazy don't do. And now, do I think the streamers that just sit at home and stream are wrong for doing that, or they're lazy for doing that? I think that's the smartest thing that they can do. I would do that because, streaming in real life, I don't envy any of these people. If you're thinking about doing that, don't. People that stream outside make less money than people that just sit at their desktop. Objective fact. There's equipment issues. There's danger issues. Like you saw that those guys in Toronto, they got robbed and ran down on. They need security. That era of live streaming is done. Let's not forget swatting. You got to deal with too many problems. Now, if you're traveling internationally and doing it, I think that's a little bit different. It's safer than doing it within the US. But yeah, that's pretty much what I think of it. And I do think that since streamers make less money from it, going overseas and doing all this in real life stuff, I think it's such a good
there's such a good path and an unbeaten path for people like Speed who are that big to just scoop up and swallow up this entire audience and just be the biggest out there. And that's my stake and my belief, and I'm 100% sure of this. Speed from the USA streamers
Barking.
is the biggest in the world, internationally speaking. Maybe not in the US, internationally speaking, he's the biggest. And he's got the youth of all of these countries. Now, he probably has a younger fan base, but I think stream viewers for a lot of these guys is pretty much similar demographic in age speaking. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching.
Okay, that's the vid. So yeah, bro, let me know what y'all think about IShowSpeed, bro. Like, yes, this man has a lot of fans that look up to him because you know he is he is big on YouTube, you know, on that streaming shit. You feel me? Like, so yeah, bro, I watch Speed here and there. I'll be watching IShowSpeed. I watch him here and there. That's it. Like, I don't watch him all the time, but I watch him here and there though. But if y'all if you're a fan of Speed, let me know what is your favorite like stream that he did that y'all like. So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes. We're just checking out you are.